Hey, what's going on, guys? So today I'm going to be talking about a type of addiction, probably not one of the probably not one of the more serious addictions like drugs or alcohol. But I mean, I don't know, it's pretty serious to me. You know, it ruined my life for a few weeks. I am talking about whether it be TV show addictions or video game addictions or book addictions, and not like to where, you know, you just keep like reading books or keep playing video games and can't stop, or keep watching TV shows. But I mean, like, you know how whenever you get done watching one TV show, get done playing with that one video game, get done reading that one book, and you just feel like your life is over, like, what am I going to do with myself now? Well, I have, for sure, many times actually, in all three categories: books, video games, and TV shows. So I recently saw a video, like, kind of talking about this a little bit, and I was like, you know, that is so true. I feel like it made me want to talk about it because I kind of wanted to before. I can remember the first time that I had gone through that feeling of emptiness. Sorry, I shook the camera. I was probably 12, maybe like just turned 13, I don't remember, but I think I was like 12. And I started watching this show called Doctor Who on Netflix, and I was so into it. I had, like, every day I would literally sit on my bed with the computer watching Netflix from 12 to 12. So I would wake up at 12, go to bed at 12 every night. And honestly, that's pretty good, like, for me. I look back, I'm like, now I go to bed at like 2 and wake up at 12. or like 1 sometimes. So yeah, it was probably better back then. Anyway, so I would just literally sit in my bed all day, and I would watch the shows. I would never eat lunch. I would maybe eat breakfast and dinner, like maybe. Only if my mom would make dinner, I would eat dinner, and only if I was like really hungry would I eat breakfast. But that's it. And I would wake up, pick up my computer, and just start playing. That was I didn't like wash my face or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure I brushed my teeth and stuff like that, but so it was horrible, and I was just so into it that whenever I would do anything else, all I thought about was the show and like what's gonna happen next. I'm like, I need to see it. So really, even when I was still watching the show, I kind of got lost in my own brain, like my own world. And then at the end of one of the seasons, for the season finale, one of my favorite characters left, and I was devastated, absolutely devastated. I was like red and like water just all over my face, like my face was itchy from the tears, and it was horrible. Oh my gosh, it was so bad. My cheek, my like whole face hurt from crying, my throat hurt from crying. It was bad, and I cried myself to sleep. And then when finally I was over with like the show on Netflix, it was still going on, so at least I had that to look forward to. But I had to wait for the next season. But I was done with it on Netflix, and so I was absolutely dead to the world. I was practically a zombie. I was at church one day, and I was just staring at the seat in front of me, just totally blank-minded. And one of my friends came up to me, he's like, you must be tired, because I was just like, had this like frown on my face, just like didn't care, didn't talk to anyone. The worst about it is the fact that, for me anyways, I'm definitely addicted, because after I finish the one show on Netflix, I'll go on Netflix again and try and find another show for me to get into, and then I get really into that show too, and then when that show's over on Netflix, it's like the end of the world. So after Doctor Who was over on Netflix, I went and I started watching I started watching Revenge, and then Once Upon a Time, and what else did I start watching? I started watching Pretty Little Liars, and I started watching Lost. So all those shows, not near as much or as bad as it was for Doctor Who, but I got real into those shows too. And then when those shows were over on Netflix, I got upset, especially for Lost, because it's completely over. But when my favorite character died on Lost, I kind of quit the show altogether just because I was so upset about his loss that it was probably as bad as when my favorite character left Doctor Who. I cried myself to sleep. I was just bawling. It was horrible. I really think that there should be like a rehab for people who go through that. Because I've been through it with a video game before. It wasn't that bad, but I did go through it. I went through it with a book. With a book, it only lasted a day, but I was just like kind of upset because I wanted to see like what was next for the characters. And then when the book was like ended, it ended in a happy way, but I was still upset just because I wanted the book to keep on going. But I really think that there should be like a sort of some sort of rehab for people like me who need help and can't get over their addiction, especially when you get over a show and you feel like the world is ending and you were just a complete zombie and barely eat or anything like that. But that was before I found YouTube, so I couldn't just go and watch YouTube to get my mind off of it, because I feel like after I started getting into shows and then they would end, I had YouTube, so I would just go on YouTube and then I'd kind of forget all about it, so that's nice. So if you ever get like really into a show and then it ends, I definitely think you should just keep going on YouTube. Go watch those videos of people that you're subscribed to, and just it'll be all over in maybe a week if you're as bad as I am. Anyways, that's pretty much it. I just had to talk about that because, that's a horrible feeling when you get over a show. It's like you're just dead. And I thought I had to talk about it. And you know what? I feel better about myself because hopefully you guys feel the same way as I do, and hopefully I'm not alone in all of this. Anyways, I will see you guys later. Bye!